Electric Callboy's latest release as of the filming of this video, Every Time We Touch. Let's see what they got.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my dream. Forgive me my weakness, but I don't know why. Without you, it's hard to survive. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. Every time we kiss, I swear I can fly.
What an incredible voice. Overall tone, agility, freedom. It's a beautiful voice. That's partly what makes Electric Callboy so amazing, is that they are so good without taking themselves seriously at all. Man, Nico's contribution to the overall sound cannot be overstated.
Hard to survive. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. Every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you?
Here's an example of what makes Nico's tone so awesome. Touch, touch, I swear! Touch, touch. It's this bright sort of, not quite breathy, but placed in this slightly nasal way. And then this bellish sound comes out. This isn't touch, I swear! This is touch, I swear! Hear the difference? Hear the tension that those different placements in light of the note movement creates?
Get this feeling. Every time we kiss, I swear I can fly.
Kiss, I swear! Oh, there's so much packed into that. If you're intrigued and curious as to how these guys get so many sounds out of their voice, and you'd like to experiment on a deeper level with your own voice in a way that doesn't make you feel defeated and judged, click the link below and join my free voice course. I'll give you the foundation you need to do these kinds of things with your own voice.
I get this feeling. Every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life. When I never let you down. I'm living on your love. When you tell me that
That totally caught me by surprise.
Yes, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life. When I never let you down. I'm living on your love. When you tell me that my heart goes blue. Every time that I see your pretty face. Oh, it cannot be real, so please don't wake me up. If it's all in a dream, don't wake me up.
Yeah. Oh, now let's listen to the entrance into this. The first phrase. It's wonderful. First phrase into the screaming.
When I never let you down.
Down!
You go. Want you in my life. When I never let you down.
Down. Listen to the word down.
Want you in my life. When I never let you down.
Never let you down. There's this musical, even though it's screamed, it's because he grounds in primary chord phonation, in his real, true voice.
Want you in my life. When I never let you down.
Down! 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 He's not going for a note, so it's not important exactly where he hit that primary chord engagement, but this creates a real humanity and an accessibility to his sound, a desperation. It's not just this muscles scream, and it's all over his scream, but he goes in and out of the prominence of that primary chord engagement quite a bit. Let's listen to that one more time.
Being slow, I can't let you go. Want you in my life. When I never let you down. I'm living on your love. When you tell me that
We're living on your love!
I'm living on your love. When you tell me that my heart goes blue. Every time that I see your pretty face. Oh, it cannot be real, so please don't wake me up. If it's all in a dream, don't wake me up.
I like the contrast between the outer vocals the help vocals panned out are a lower timbre than what he's got here. You hear more of that vulnerability in and out of primary chord engagement and pitch scream. I've covered pitch screams before in Electric Callboy videos versus the more side voiceless scream approach that you hear out here. Another way to practice getting that outer voices sound that we hear out there is by doing an exaggerated yuck. Now, I've talked about approaching these kinds of vocals before with a sigh, like that. Another way to do it, which gives us a bit more oomph right at the very beginning, is by talking with our primary voice and then what this does is it throws the engagement upward. Our vocal cords are the lowest thing, the lowest pieces of tissue in our vocal tract that are moderating the air and making sound. If we can practice going, we actually follow the engagement up all the way to our soft palate. Now, we don't scream particularly by engaging our soft palate in the back of our tongue. However, if we can follow that engagement from low to high, we start to learn how to place. We start to learn what healthy placement is for screaming, and particularly these lower engagements, these sort of sounds we hear on the outskirts. We start to understand the difference in sensation between healthy and unhealthy.
Don't let me out from the train, but you're running a day. Your arms are my castle, your heart is my sky. They wipe away tears that I cry. The good and the bad times, we've been through them all. You make me rise when I fall.
I was just about to say I'd love to hear them in a Boys to Men Sabotage, right? Where it's actually a Boys to Men song, and then these guys jump in and like Nico bridges the gap, and then Kevin comes in and like totally destroys it. But I honestly feel like in some ways that's what I'm watching.
You make me rise when I fall. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time I kiss,
Listen to how that bellish sound on Fall. That was beautiful.
you make me rise when I fall.
You make me rise. You make me sappy. Fall, 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 rise, fall, rise, fall. That kind of contrast. Even if he's not thinking about making that contrast while he's singing this exact line, he has practiced that expressive dynamic placement with his singing voice. And so it comes out naturally when he's singing here. Practice this kind of thing with your own voice, dialing in those contrasts between two different words. Rise, fall, and then assign pitch to it. Doesn't have to be these pitches. Rise, fall, rise, fall, rise. It's what makes singing interesting.
You make me rise when I fall. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time I kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life. 'Cause every time we touch,
Yeah.
Cause every time we touch. Cause every time we touch. Cause every time we touch. I don't wanna be with you.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this posture here.
Every time we touch.
Every time we touch. That is vocal fry. You hear a lot of vocalists out there talk about fry as a screaming term. Fry is not a screaming term. This loose primary chord engagement. That is fry. And it has very little, if not nothing, to do with the screaming sounds that I've discussed in the rest of this video. None of what they're doing includes vocal fry. That's why the term fry screaming can be a bit confusing, because vocal fry is a low pressure, low impact engagement. And lots of screaming requires more airflow and compression to create the aggressive sound that we hear. Just keep that in mind. Touch, and it's layered. It's double tracked. This is nice texture around it, and then they hit you in the face once again. Listen to all those squeaks. I don't want to be without you! There's so much sighing and vulnerability in that sound. Be without you! There's this sense that they're crying and clawing and out of control, and they're reaching for that surety that they find in their engaged scream. Like there's this sort of metaphor going on in how they're approaching their voices right here. This is totally made up on my part, but if we think about this in terms of the vocal engagement, it really means a lot. Desperation in our voices actually breeds confidence in our voices. I know that sounds weird. Desperation, vulnerability. If we can get into we don't get to that aggressive muscle sound without first being here and every time without you. And if you're trying to learn how to use your voice this way, you need both sides. You need the desperate and insecure, and you need the confidence. And you need to slam those together. That's why the sigh technique works so well. That's why the voice crack technique works so well. I love that distortion technique they put on. Everything else, there's drive and distortion on all of their vocals to a degree, but that section where it's super localized, that's a wonderful production little nugget there. It's like a guitar pedal sort of sound rather than a saturation. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, behind the scenes. I'm watching that next. Thanks for going into another deep dive with me. This was great. Keep recommending ones you want me to do next. I am hooked. Again, if you'd like help exploring your own voice in light of the amazing things we hear these two vocalists doing, click that link below and join my free course. We'll see you for more.